Hello everybody, Metal Mohan here. First of all, happy belated New Year. Hope you all had a great 2021. Just wanted to have a think back on 2021 on some rock and metal releases. It was a really good year for music considering the year that everybody had. It kind of got bands back into the studio and kind of focusing on making music again. So I just wanted to go through some of my top picks from last year and kind of see what you think. So first of all, I wanted to talk about Times of Grace's sophomore album, Songs of Loss and Separation. So this is the sophomore album from Adam D and Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage. I actually did a full album review when it first came out, so I'll put a link below if you want to check out the full review. But basically, you know, it's a fantastic effort from their side project. It's not quite as legendary as their debut, but still great in its own right. So it's more of a somber affair overall, so it focuses more on the melodic and slower side of their style. And it showcases both Jesse and Adam's clean vocals, and it's a lot more of a vulnerable, you know, heart on your sleeve type record. There's a lot of songs about despair and desperation, so you know it's quite a heartfelt effort and you can really feel and connect with it. And there are still some heavy moments in there as well, mainly with tracks like Rescue, which I think is track 3 on there, which is more of a typical metalcore style track that you'd expect from them given their track record. And there are some slower sort of Nirvana post-grunge-esque vibes on there as well. I'd recommend to check out a track called Bleed Me on there. It's very much like a Something in the Way kind of eerie, vibey type of song. So yeah, overall a really very versatile album, and one that I really enjoyed, and I was really happy to see that side project make a return after 10 years as well. Next up on the list, I wanted to talk about Gojira's 7th studio album, Fortitude. So this is more of a groove orientated record. So it's a follow-on from sort of the previous album Magma, but it has some really heavy moments along the way as well. As you'd expect from Gojira, you know, outstanding musicianship, you know, really exceptional work. And I think the first single, well no, there was a previous single that was released the year prior. I think it was delayed due to, you know, COVID, etc. But the first single on the actual album, Born for One Thing, when I first heard that I knew we were in for a treat. You know, it's got that classic Gojira chugging on there, you know, those mad drums that you'd expect from them, you know, the guitar scrapes, the heavy verses, the melodic open chorus, you know, all those polyrhythms going on the drums, everything that makes them Gojira really. A really impressive album, I was really happy that came out last year. It was a really nice addition. So second up on the list is Trivium, and this one is In the Court of the Dragon. So this is the 10th studio album from them, and believe it or not, they've been around for over 20 years now, but they still sound fresh and reinvigorated with the last hat-trick of albums. So this is actually album number 3 with their current drummer Alex Bent as well. And they've definitely been keeping busy over the pandemic because their prior album, What the Dead Men Say, only came out in 2020 as well. So they've obviously got their heads down and just focused on making music last year as well. So only a year later and another incredible album comes out. But yeah, you can definitely tell they've got incredible work ethic. You know, they really push and strive to be the best they possibly can. The album itself, you know, it's fast, it's brutal. Lots of melody alongside some of the heaviest stuff they've ever done as well, so it has kind of both styles of Trivium that you'd come to expect from them, and continue to push forward to be one of the best modern metal bands of our generation. So fans of all versions of Trivium would be really happy with that album. I'm an Ascendancy guy myself, and there was plenty on there for me, but any era, whether it's Ascendancy, Shogun, Ember, or even, you know, obviously the recent 3 as well, anything, and you know, even the Crusade, all of that is in there. I think even the last song on the album, that was actually written around the era of Shogun as well, and it's definitely got that kind of vibe. So definitely check it out. Really, really surprised. Well, not surprised, but I was really happy that it came out. Surprised at how quickly it came out. Only a year after the previous album, which was also amazing. So Trivium were definitely one of the best metal bands around at the moment. And that leaves us for the number 1 spot. And for me, that was Spirit Box, Eternal Blue. So the fantastic, highly anticipated album from the Canadian metalers as well. So I actually discovered this band maybe a little bit later than some other people. And the first track that I actually heard was Circle With Me. And I was instantly hooked. So it's, Courtney's amazingly beautiful, clean vocals, mixed with her ability to sound like a possessed demon with the low growls as well. It gives this band really amazing versatility that they're able to achieve. I can't praise them highly enough. A hugely talented modern metal band. They're kind of genre fluid within the subgenres of metal. There's bits of core in there, thrash, new metal, gent, everything. It literally melds everything together to make them their own unique thing. And they're a really good example of modern metal and where it's at today. And yeah, they have elements of most subgenres, so it's got something for everyone really. So Courtney's vocal abilities are simply out of this world. She's got cleans and melodies that are up there with some of the top pop stars out there, if you like, but also that brutal, guttural edge as well, which just makes them so unique and so great. And I look forward to seeing them take over the world, moving forward, and see what they can do and what they can produce as well. So those were my top albums for 2021. Looking forward to another great year of music this year, 2022. Now gigs are starting to return and things are slowly going back to normal. So we'll see what that has in store for us. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'd be interested to hear in the comments what your top albums were for 2021, but also what you're looking out for this year as well. If there's any sort of recommendations or anything going on, do let us know. And if it's something of interest, then I'd look to pick it up and potentially put up a review for that as well. So those are my top albums for 2021. If you liked it, just hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.